at you, I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apology.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Quez Watkins with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 54 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. George Kittle A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Austin, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Second down and goal. Willis. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Austin, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jonathan Taylor, 38 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
30 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Crawford. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance now to get even before the break. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Willis now off of play action.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, Austin. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, it's Austin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Willis to throw. This one finds Austin out right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
They go play action with Willis. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on first down. It's Austin. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Back to throw, Willis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Right back to him on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Willis looking to throw it.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Willis to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play action, Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
losing.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Going deep here for Watkins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Willis now off play action. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Willis will look to throw on first down.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Fourth down, Willis.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their